Welcome back to Bearded Ramblings, where we are joined by Krendar, the Mighty.
And nobody else.
Unfortunately,
Hello.
no one else.
We got stood up for our date today.
Yeah, we had a double date planned. We're the prettiest beards in town. We deserve more respect than this.
Right?
I mean, everyone always said that, like, Skep and Micky, they're just going to use us for clout and then drop us. Well, we didn't listen because we hoped better. Now, if you don't mind, I have this giant ass pizza to eat. I got it as a double because I thought I'd be nice to share. If they come in during the night, we will, of course, bring them in. If not, their images will remain in state to remind us of what could have been. Let's see. Before we get into the show, there's two things to do, one of which is shilling. Krendar, you're always better at this than me. Tell them what that strange, mysterious bar, Bearded Boozathon. What is it?
That is how you pay us to be drunk for your entertainment. If the tips fill that bar up, the following show, we will be blitzed on something that we bought with that money.
Mm-hmm. I found what I'm going to get, and I'm looking forward to it. But it's also, we're going to do it one more time after. And this time we're going to hit a nice round 3 digits, but 100 as the goal. So I can't imagine that's going to be claimed anytime soon. But when it does, we're going to work out. In fact, I found a bottle of champagne for 60 that I'm going to nobble up. Nom, 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 nom. It's going to be
if you're into that kind of thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, it does basically explode all over you.
Oh my.
And
it leaves you all sticky.
Yeah, it's all frothy. I swallow, I swallow my champagne. But yeah, we'll do that.
Naughty.
And then we are thinking about doing something very special with the next thing. But to do that, we have to reach the end of this and the next one. So, just in case you thought all we're going to do is just keep getting drunk forever, I don't need your money for that. Would like it, though. Now, the second thing is just going to be me, because Krendar is a sweet boy who stays out of all this drama. But I thought I have to address it, so...
Wait, there's drama?
There is some drama that I must address, because in affiliate channels across the internet, we are hearing of battle lines being drawn between the Ben Pies and the Alicias. Well, I'm going to go to adjust my camera now, just so you know. I want to, first of all, apologize to Alicia for basically not being tactful on Twitter. I realize now that you really are not in a good place, and I could have phrased what I said better. I think I was 100% right in saying to back off because you weren't making yourself look the best. But that doesn't matter because I should have been a little bit more respectful for you. So I do apologize about that. I don't know if you're ever going to watch this, but now saying that, I know tons of people who are siding with Ben on this and others with her. I don't care. So I don't want to be dragged into any of this. I don't need to be. It's a shit show. All relationship breakups are even the really reasonable ones. They can leave a bad taste in the mouth for a lot of people. And this one's pretty rough. So I'm backed off, and I don't care because both sides have reason to be pissed off. Both sides have reason to be yelled at by a lot of people who shake their heads going naughty, naughty. But that's that's frankly not my business at the end of the day. So I'm not going to get involved. Both sides are welcome here, but if the chat acts up, the mods will put them down because we don't need to bring that to our door. There was other drama a while back that we also didn't want brought to our door, though we had to take a stand on that one, and I still stand by that stand. So yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. It's going to be a rough time for a lot of people, and there's going to be a lot of accusations. Got a lot of people seeing it as an advantage to promote themselves or just kick people they don't like when they're down. But I'm not going to be a part of any of it. So there, I said my sense of two. Hey, Krendar, your picture's all wonky.
Wonky?
Wonky!
How is it wonky?
You're kind of slanted off to one side. Did someone enter the chat besides us?
Nope. Can you reshare the screen with me, though? I can't see anymore.
Oh, that's probably
the Discord share stopped.
Oh, that's what happened.
That might be what caused it, actually, yeah.
That's almost certainly what happened.
I don't know why it stopped, but it did.
Yeah. That's been happening more and more as of late. It happened last time, remember?
Yeah.
That was weird.
I think it did.
Well, here's one plus of just having the two of us. It's much easier to get you back into slot when something goes wrong. Yeah, so with that said, Krendar, what have you been up to on your channel? How was the end of Valhalla? Good, bad?
Excellent, actually. There were some really interesting story twists, and there was surprisingly a lot of subtlety in the storytelling along the way. There were big secrets being hidden underneath the player's nose all throughout the game, and it was glorious coming to that realization after I beat the game. So big thumbs up. I'm actually really excited to see the next bit of content, to see where they go with this at this point.
Do you think they'll...
I'm not going to give any details because it's big spoilies for people who might want to play it themselves, but I'm impressed.
Do you think that they'll stick with this Viking standard, or do you think they're going to move on to something else, like a different time frame?
Well, I know there's 2 DLCs coming up that are still going to be
the
same protagonist, but after that, one's not Ireland, one's in Francia, aka France. I'm also actually looking forward to the Ireland one more because I don't find France that interesting. But I'm curious what they're going to do with the story there. I
hate France so much on this channel.
I mean, I'm not even saying that in an anti-France way. I'm just saying that as I don't know, it's just not that interesting as a country to me.
Yeah, well, if you know your history at that time, it'll be like the Carolingian Empire. You might run across Charlemagne or something like that. That'd be kind of cool.
Well, we'll see. It's actually, I don't know what year the DLC will be. They might advance it a few years, but the main game of Valhalla is, I believe, 873 AD, I think.
Yeah, you're running across when it starts. The Great and some of the other kings.
Alfred factors in pretty big. Also, King Harold Bluetooth, inventor of Bluetooth wireless technology.
Long may he reign.
I mean, it is funny though, actually, that a lot of people don't know that he's actually the person that it's named after.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he didn't go through a time portal and
give us the technology. They named it after him because of the way he unified Norway. But also, it's interesting if you look at the Bluetooth logo. It's actually, I think, his personal logo, and it's 2 of the Norse runes combined together.
Mm-hmm. I saw that Ubisoft is starting to showcase some other things. There was one that's basically like a pirate one, but it's like sort of was a sword and sails, the Skull and Bones, I think that's what it's called. And it looks like it's meant to be like an MMO, but it's also meant to be like pirates. So, but there's another game like that already out, isn't there? A pirate MMO.
Yeah, there is.
I forget what it's called.
Although I don't know if it's not the one that's already out isn't as an MMO as like standard MMORPGs are. It's more actiony, I think. But Yeah, I don't remember what they called the other one, but just to touch on Assassin's Creed briefly again, like last thing I'll say about the Valhalla ending and all that is I have never been so curious to see where it's going next as I am now. I'm really curious to see what they're going to do with the next one.
Cool. That's a
and mostly from the meta narrative, not even from just the time period question. Although that too.
I stopped caring about the lore after the third one because I thought like that was the most important one, and they've just been kind of strewn along since then. But
yeah, they actually back reference 3 in this one directly, and also that backstory is getting more interesting than it used to be.
Which is good. Hopefully they don't bring back Desmond. Desmond was like the most boring character in the world.
Hey, don't you say that about my buddy Nolan North?
Oh, fine. He can lose one character like he does like 50,000 others.
Yeah, I think that's actually the first one of his roles that when I became aware of him as an actor. Like that was when I learned who he was. But obviously Nathan Drake's his biggest thing now.
Yeah. Two kind of look vaguely similar. At least I think the way
extremely vaguely.
Yeah, maybe like distant cousins. I always thought it was so strange in the Assassin's Creed games, particularly in the early ones, where everyone kind of all looks like their ancestors to a big degree, to the point where I'm thinking, how much inbreeding goes on with the assassins? Like they're out there in these communes away from the world. They can't trust anyone. It's seldom if they ever bring anyone in. And then they answer the question. Oh no! Sometimes they fuck the enemy too. So
no, they don't live in hidden communes.
So some did originally, but in the first game they did. They'd hide out in like extremophiles sort of places, like fucking tiny little towns and nestled away in mountainsides and shit like that.
Well, in that time period, yeah, but they weren't practicing the hiding thing so much as being the we're going to execute people in plain sight to scare people thing at that point in time.
Yeah.
So they had to keep away in general because they weren't being hidden. But yeah, that was a bit weird at that period in time.
Yeah, but I mean, shit happens. Anyway, let's see. So we have kind of even if they had shown up, there's a few things to look at today, but nothing serious except for the first thing we're going to talk about, which of course is a drama with the royal family. I'm sure you've heard. I'm sure you've been hearing about.
No, it's just the Meghan and Harry thing.
Yeah. And the blowback about that.
I just heard about it last night, actually.
Oh, did you?
No, I was watching something last night that referenced it.
Oh, everyone's been referencing it.
I think it was Hannibal and Monty. They were talking about it they were talking about it on Wednesday night, but I watched it yesterday.
Well, here you go. Here's a quick.
Publicly for the very first time about her father and her half-sister, Samantha Markle. She tells Oprah how she felt when she found out her dad was working with the tabloids.
There was such an obsession about anything in my world, including tracking down my parents, and I did everything I could to protect both of them in that media frenzy. But for over a year.
Okay, this is about her family. I didn't care about that as much. I was thinking more the interview. She basically says that the royal family didn't like the idea that her being American. They also didn't like the idea of her being of mixed race, and they were worried that their kid being born might be too
how brown is this kid gonna be?
Yeah, which as the kid turned out to be fucking pasty white. But that doesn't matter at all because it's like the blowback has been crazy. Oh shit, this is new. But have you been watching like Piers Morgan's response? He can't stand Meghan, so he tried to call out Meghan on like saying that she should just be like toughen it up, and he was called out live on a show, Good Morning Britain, ITV, and let's see if I can find the footage because this is brilliant. This is Piers Morgan.
Oh yeah, this guy.
Yeah, you remember Piers. 1776.
No, well,
again.
I remember him from his face.
Yeah,
I didn't remember him from his name.
Piers Morgan leaves a role on Good Morning Britain after row. Yeah, he's just actively called out.
And I understand that you don't like Meghan
after something that you put a boat on.
A what?
Piers.
Oh yeah.
Markle, you've made it so clear, and
I don't know why, but every time I see Piers, I think Peri, and I'm sticking chicken.
number of times on this program.
Even by the standards of a show.
Well, then you'll like some of the things we're going to look at tonight. They'll put you off your food for a month.
In which confrontation is nothing new. This, between two of its presenters this morning, was extraordinary.
But yet you continue to trash her.
Okay, I'm done with this.
No.
Sorry, no.
Sorry. So, do you know what? That's pathetic.
You can trash her, maybe not my
No.
Man-child. He gets up and leaves after he complained to Meghan Merkel. That
Markle, not Merkel.
Meghan.
There's no relation to the ruling of Germany here.
That we know. I mean, she is technically a royal. But
I mean, she technically isn't. Didn't she get kicked out?
Yeah, that's true.
Didn't Harry get deprinced?
Yeah, they got deprinced. They still have their blood ties and shit, but they
what's the word for that? Like
disinherited, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
But he's complaining that she needs to toughen it up, and he wanders off because he gets called out for being a piece of shit. Like, and he not just walks out.
What a bad child, yeah.
Not only that, he walks out and he then leaves the whole show, and now apparently he's demanding ITV apologize to him for letting this shit happen. Piers, you weren't liked
what a baby.
You weren't liked in the UK, so you went over to America. You weren't liked in America, so you came back to the UK. The UK still doesn't like you. No one likes you. You're Piers fucking Morgan. Fuck off. Like, stop making.
You need to apologize for me because I was a piece of shit.
Yeah, how dare you speak to me like that? I'm Piers Morgan. You know who likes Piers Morgan? Sargon Avocad.
Of course he does.
Yeah, I think that might have even had the interview.
Who's, by the way, like doing like almost no content at all anymore.
Oh no, apparently. The internet must be in bits.
I know, right? I mean, okay, I don't subscribe to his main channel anymore because he just does. At one point, his main channel was just doing like live streams and stuff, and his live streams tend to kind of suck. But his Akkad Daily and Lotus Eaters is doing basically nothing.
Lotus Eaters. I've seen Jake and Vosh go after that channel. It's so pretentious a name. You see, it's from ancient Western myth. You wouldn't know unless you are literate. Ooh. You know? I
mean, his main name was already like that, right?
Which
already naming himself after somebody from mythology, not mythology, but historical figure.
Yeah. Which I'm sure the king of Assyria wouldn't really have much in common with this pseudo white nationalist from Britain.
I honestly don't think he was a white nationalist when he chose the name, but he definitely is now.
Yeah, look at Shoe on Head and look at Sargon, and you can see what Shoe could have turned into.
Sargon has definitely done the JF slide into white nationalism.
Let's just have a look at this real quick. Boris Johnson says conversion therapy is complex. No, it isn't. Don't give it an inch. Don't give it an inch.
There's a lot of quotation marks in this title.
Yeah, Jesus. Had to deal with, but government vows to ban it shortly.
Also, what the fuck, Boris? It's conversion
Conversion.
therapy is the simplest concept in the world. It's just straight up evil. Get rid of it.
It's
End of
brainwashing.
story.
Like
Easy, done.
Like people are complaining in the camps, the re-education centers, the Uyghurs are being sent to in China. This is the exact same idea. You know?
See, when he says that it's complex, what he means is I don't want the church to get mad at me.
Yeah, because he's a conservative and he's backed by the church. And he also thinks that the church has far more power than it actually does in the UK. British people aren't led by their fucking ministers, except for the parishes where fucking UKIP is run. Described the practice of trying to change someone's sexuality as repulsive and abhorrent when asked about it at a trip to Belfast. That explains it. Belfast has probably the hardest holdout, like, Protestant organizations. In the UK, because of course Belfast is a part of the UK. They have a seat in the House of Commons, like the North has a seat there, but it makes sense. However, and this is important, as a result, they are the most scumbaggiest people in the world. So there's probably huge chunks of people just a few miles from me who think that this would be like an amazing thing to pass. Like, let's get a bunch of gay people and shove them into brainwashing centers and beat them and starve them and shame them. And how many are killing themselves? Well, we'll just keep that on the hush hush. And then these broken fucking husks will come out grinning ear to ear. And then they'll go off and they'll just either kill themselves or continue to fuck and feel really bad about it. And that's how we get Vigilant Christian Mario.
Yes, it is.
That is exactly how. Like Mr. Johnson said, although he was technically complex problem, he was committed to making conversion therapy illegal. The only reason he used this because even among the British, like the Tories, they don't think, the bunch of them don't think that it's like a good thing. But there's probably a core inside the Conservative Party that's like, no, but it's Jesus's word. No, it's not. Jesus would hate this place if it was real. Understood what was happening. I think its practice is repulsive, and I'm sorry these advisors have gone, but be in no doubt that
which advisors? Hold on, what?
Yeah.
What advisors? I missed something.
Yeah, 3 advisors have quit over claims the government is hostile environment for LGBT people. That's right. A lot of ministers who are very pro the queer community are left their posts because they were like, right, this country is just harming the shit out of like minority peoples.
But here's the thing, though: as advisors to the government, are they not in the perfect position to try to fix that?
I think they were trying to up to this point, and they just got too frustrated. I suppose they don't want to be part of a government that like backtracks on something like this. Because I can tell Boris deep down inside doesn't give a fuck one way or another, but he's just he's pressured into like being dithering on this topic before he finally takes the plunge, and he'll probably take the plunge when it's like politically expedient for him, and then he'll be like, "Oh,
which would be now."
Yeah,
which is probably coming up like now-ish.
Hell, I think there's an election coming up this year, or is it next year? I think there's like local elections this year. Technically complex deal, but we're determined to take further steps to stamp it out. Visited Scotland today. Equality Secretary Liz Truss, who come under fire from former advisors, promised prompt action. Very committed. She's got a very smug grin.
Very smug. And our eyes are a little scary.
They are.
She looks like she's very smug about her plan to eat my soul tonight.
There's barely any white. It's just all, what's it, green? Damn.
What the hell is going on with her?
Conversion therapy, which is abhorrent practice. Dragging their feet over issues for lack of engagement. LGBTQ. Not just LGBT. No Q, no plus. Dangerous and harmful.
I don't understand all that plus nonsense.
I think the plus part is just a very easy way of just being like, and the rest.
Yeah, but why does it even need to have a plus? I mean, I don't know. I think LGBT covers it.
I think queer is great. I think it's a word that like they've taken back and is now just a catch-all term for anything. And
I mean, it kind of is the plus itself, right? In a way.
yeah, I mean, like you always hear about people who are like, "Oh, I have to identify and what are my pronouns when you're going around a room." That never happens until it fucking does, and then no one on the left is like, "Oh, good, this is a plus." Instead, they'll be like, "Fuck, okay, so I'm a he, I'm cis, I like girls. Sometimes though, I can look at a guy and go, huh, he's well built. So I guess I'm like 5%."
I mean, nobody's 100% anything, right?
Yeah, that's very true. I've met some of the most stereotypical looking lesbians, for example, who all have a bucket list that involve dudes, usually celebrities and usually musicians, but like everyone is a little bit gay and everyone's a little bit straight, you know? It's just
Sure.
one wins out or more over the other. It's been more than 2 years since the then Theresa May promised to outlaw it from the UK. Jeez, this has been going back 3 years now. Right. Yeah, she stood down. Jane Osmond arrived this week, says Miss Truss and Miss Badenoch were known within the community ministries for inequality. Whoa. Those are fighting words. I don't believe that I understand people, particularly trans people. Yeah, well, trans people are complicated at times. Let's be honest here, but like that's the job. That's their job to learn. Like they need to sit down and learn these things. It's literally what they're being paid for. I've sat in meetings and I've been astonished at how ignorant they are on issues that affect real lives, particularly of younger people. Yeah, I do not believe in Tory government. This Tory government sadly has the best wishes of the LGBT community at heart, which of course it isn't. Name one Tory government that would. That would be like saying the Republican Party doesn't like trans people. Shocking. But yeah, no, that was just that was a little interesting side thing. And one more thing from Sky News. Escaped convict lands himself back in prison after coming out of hiding to buy a video game.
Nice.
He just wanted that new Call of Duty, man. Footage shows that fugitive.
If it actually was Call of Duty, I'll be very ashamed of him.
It is.
Oh,
Fugitive
fuck.
armed robber arrested after breaking lockdown to buy Call of Duty with friend. The stop of two men shows Copper's instincts is alive and well.
You could have at least gone back to jail over a good game.
Let's have a quick chat. Why are we in town today? Why are we both in town today?
To get the new Call of Duty because I can't sit around.
Actually, I haven't played Call of Duty in ages. I don't even know if it's what it's like anymore.
Watch some of Shabisky's streams. He plays a lot of them.
I played the first one, and that's it.
It's not appropriate travel.
I played
I think it was the first one.
I played up to Ghost, and then I stopped playing. And Ghost was just a disaster. So.
Cool. Okay. I'm going to check your details because blatantly.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Up here.
Whoa,
hey, now we can.
Oh, I don't want to just butt in. It was kind of awkward, but you know, I'm here.
Hey.
I forgot, but now I'm here.
I had a feeling you forgot.
That's right. Skep did too.
Yeah. Hey, at least we have someone. I'll take it.
Yay.
Yeah.
We didn't get entirely stood up.
Yeah.
How's it going, Mickey?
I'm alive. I'm breathing.
Hey, that's a good first step.
You know,
Absolutely.
I'm not drunk. Yeah.
It's better than the alternative.
Maybe.
Probably. Yeah, I mean, unless of course when we die we go to Valhalla, in which case booze and fighting forever.
Yeah. We all go to Narnia, and we get to have fun with that lion, and I don't know, do things.
Oh, you mean the Jesus metaphor?
Something like that.
As long as he has Liam Neeson's voice, I'll be happy. Wait, it was Liam Neeson. Yeah, it was Liam Neeson. And was it Kate Blanchett for the Snow Queen?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Well, anyway.
I don't know actors.
Actors, actresses, fictitious creatures that are metaphors for Christianity. It's all good. Yeah, so can you see the screen all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we are watching fugitive armed robber arrested after breaking lockdown to buy Call of Duty with friend.
And you turn around and you've come walking around.
Oh, and there was at least two of them there. He's trying to start shit against two at once.
Get off!
Dumbass.
Let go! Let go! Come on, man. Get off, he says! Quickly, man. Yo, let go of him, bro. He ain't banging, man. I get it. He ain't done nothing. Move away!
Oh, the accents, man. This is hilarious to me.
British people.
I'm only a few hours away from them, and they sound fucking hilarious to me too. Like,
I mean, that's basically me in Newfoundland.
Okay, look.
I don't know if you guys have heard Newfoundland accents, but they are hilarious.
I've heard Newfie accents before.
I knew a guy. I used to work with a guy who was half Newfie, half German, and he could not. Like, I don't know what the fuck his accent was. It was somewhere between the two accents, and it was. I've never heard somebody that sounded like him before in my life.
God, don't suppose you have
Really
any
bizarre.
like footage of him? That sounds like that old dude
No.
from like the farm.
It's too bad.
A
little bit.
Yeah, just like an accent so bizarre. Like I do love crazy ass accents. There's some weird ones out there. You know, I learned this. There are parts of America where the English accent is still prevalent. In like Virginia and places like that. There are little communities that still sound like they're from fucking Bristol. And there's only like a few hundred of them left, but they all still sound like the first colonists did. It's insane.
Sometimes you get your weird little pocket communities, like here near where I live in Ontario. There's a little town, like really little town, maybe about an hour's drive away from me. It's got, I think it's called like Hawkesbury or something. Like, it's got an incredibly English name, but it's an all French town.
Okay.
In Ontario, it's not even in Quebec. Like, I don't understand why they've got their own little bubble community over here on this side of their border. It's weird.
Wait, you call it a Quebec? Isn't it Quebec? I don't know.
I mean, they probably call it Quebec, but I don't care.
Fine then. You mispronounced.
That's probably the French way of saying it.
Fuck the French way.
See,
exactly.
This is why we like.
That's what I'm saying.
We are just on a. We just. If we're ever going to put another image up on the background, it's going to be like, I don't know, a French flag burning or something like that. Maybe a baguette broken too.
Nice. I like a snapped baguette. That's
yeah, that seems less hate crimey.
Yeah, it's a bit less harsh.
Yeah, this is just a smidge. Or maybe the French dude from that when the Germans marched to Paris and he's sobbing as he's like being forced to wave at them.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, it's like really iconic. The Germans filmed. They did a massive parade in Paris when they took it, and they forced all the locals like stand by and like clap and all that shit. And one of the there's a famous.
That's brutal.
Yeah, it's a very famous man.
That really just shows that they're just big international bullies, right?
Nazis, big shock. I know.
I know.
Sobbing.
But I mean, like obviously they're evil, but I mean, it just shows that they have like just that childhood bully level of mentality to them as well.
There he is.
Yeah, I had no clue, man. I thought they were like,
6 weeks,
helping people out and stuff.
Oh, that guy.
Who knew?
Yeah.
I've seen this picture.
Oh.
Okay. I never knew the context of this.
Yeah, they gave the story down here. I got it a little bit wrong. It was they were watching he was watching some flags, battle standards from the French army being like taken away over to Algeria, so the Germans couldn't take them. And
wait, France has an army?
It didn't after this.
I mean that's just the people they pay to surrender, right?
Yeah, they. It was just a big tax. It was just a big tax break. It was just a big tax scheme. Oh, they just get them all in uniforms, and then suddenly they're being forced to fight. Oh, they're not being paid to do that. Anyway, let's go from now. This made me cry, like this man here. Let's get rid of this Piers Morgan shit here. EU approves of Microsoft $7.5 billion Bethesda acquisition.
I believe, if I heard correctly, I believe they're not just buying Bethesda, but they're actually buying ZeniMax, which owns Bethesda. But that means they're also getting other stuff.
Yeah, they'll get. You see some of the icons here.
Yeah, it says there at the bottom, acquiring ZeniMax. Yeah,
which.
But this could have some potential because ZeniMax is honestly the reason behind some of Bethesda's failures, because they do the shitty publisher thing sometimes, you know.
Also,
maybe this will improve that a little bit, possibly.
I also think we're not going to hear much from the woman who, what's her name? The woman who originally played Linda Carter. The woman who originally played Wonder Woman appears in a lot of the Fallout games. And Skyrim.
Oh, does she? I didn't know that.
Yeah, because she was married to the head of ZeniMax.
Okay.
And she would come in to do lines. In fact, a lot of the really bad Nord voices from Oblivion are actually her. And I don't understand, because she's a classically trained actress. How did she do takes this bad? Was everyone too scared to tell the boss's wife that she didn't do it right and they have to redo it?
Probably, yes.
But yeah, the commission concluded the proposed acquisition would raise no competition concerns, given the combined entity in limited market position upstream and the presence of strong downstream competitors in distribution of video games. A European Commission statement.
Hold on, I saw something about Arcane Studios here. I keep it there.
They have.
Hold on, go back down. This paragraph here. All right, we go. Bethesda sub-studios like Arcane. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Wolfenstein Studio, Machine Games, Doom maker id Software, and The Evil Within.
So Microsoft owns Arcane now as well, then?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm curious to see what might happen with all of that, you know?
I'm worried about like exclusives, but at the same time, they could also whip Bethesda into being, if not competent, then maybe just like take some control out of people who like made a lot of mistakes, like Todd.
Yeah, like they could that too, but they could also maybe give them a QA department for a change.
Maybe
that'd be a nice improvement.
You know what they have to do? They have to fund a new damn engine. They need a new engine. For the next.
They need a new engine, but they also need a quality assurance department, because
absolutely.
They clearly don't have that either.
100%.
I've been hearing some people being worried about this is going to be bad for Bethesda games, but I feel like it'll probably be an improvement, because let's just take a look at the last few Bethesda releases. Like their 76. Quality was already going downhill.
Oh yeah,
like 76. Fallout 4 as compared to New Vegas, or even compared to Fallout 3, like. Overall, I like Fallout 4, but it definitely was going downhill from the other ones, like at least from a role-playing perspective. What was the other thing you said?
Oblivion is the one that everyone knows, and we all laughed it off. But now looking back at it, oh no, we shouldn't have been laughing that shit off. That was some really bad warning signs. That they just threw it out the door. And of course they were saying, oh, we didn't have enough time. You were in command of your own fucking distribution. Have your
and the last Wolfenstein. I haven't played Wolfenstein Youngbloods, but I've heard a bunch of stuff about it, and it is apparently way lower quality than the Wolfenstein games right before it were.
Yeah, the first two were solid. I really enjoyed them.
Yeah, the first two of the new arc that they've been doing, like the weird alternate history
Nazis
with the weird
won.
Nazi tech and stuff.
I look how
those were really good games.
Do you know what's weird about that game? Especially the first one. No, not the first one. The second one. It's the
Colossus one.
Yeah, it's one of the only games I think ever to have the balls to show a concentration camp.
That's true.
Because you always know about the Holocaust.
Actually, no, that was the first of the two,
right.
not the second.
With the weird walking crematorium that would pick up dead bodies and throw it into its stomach, and all the smoke would just be coming out. Like, that was macabre shit. Like, and
it was, but it was pretty
brilliant.
Cool though.
Do you remember the woman? She had the baby. So one of them tries to hold the baby.
Oh yeah, she's the antagonist woman. Yeah.
Yeah, who's interestingly enough, she's what's happened to all those sexy SS women in the leotards in Wolfenstein 3D. This is her as a cougar later on in life.
Basically. I mean, she was totally cougering over that one guy that was with her all the time.
The one with the really
her toy boy
hair, yeah.
But also I also really like. Speaking of the concentration camp, that was where you meet the weird super scientist guy.
Yeah,
and then you find out that there's like this like hidden subset of like Jewish mega super scientists, priests.
It's kind of actually a lot like what happened in the later Dune books. Turns out the Jews were still around, and they were like the ultimate hidden force.
I love that weird like super science hidden facility they have where you find the Iron Mensch armor.
Yeah, that's cool.
God, that game got weird, and I loved it.
Absolutely. But back to Bethesda. Yeah, it's. I honestly don't know how to think about this. I'm a little bit worried. They've also got some other stuff. Like Deathloop looks kind of fun as like a gimmick sort of thing. It actually reminds you of 13 a lot. You've probably
it's very Dishonored-y in its own way, but I kind of worry about the loop aspect of the game. Like, how many times am I going to have to redo the same level over and over again because of the way the game works?
Now, I love the look at Ghostwire Tokyo. Did you see the trailer for that?
That's very. I'm not really sure I understand the gameplay super well, but it looks gorgeous. Like from the artistic aspects look really interesting.
I like the Slender Man guy with the umbrella that's kind of floating towards
you.
I
like the creepy vibe they got going on and everything.
Yeah, you got of course you got the schoolgirls with their hair all covering their faces and like fucking death tentacles. Girlie's gonna play the shit out of that. Yeah.
Oh, I guarantee. Yeah, she's probably hyped for that, I bet.
How Microsoft handles future Bethesda will come down to case-by-case basis, according to Microsoft's game chief Phil Spencer. Still not clear how Microsoft plans to handle the upcoming Epic. Now, this is fascinating because if they make Starfield, then that will be the engine that Elder Scrolls and Fallout will be on afterwards. So I'm very curious to see how that's going to...
Quite possibly.
Yeah, I mean, you know how Bethesda... Now, again, maybe this will change, but Bethesda every, 2 years changes the... every 2 decades, I should say, changes their engine. So that this old thing just keeps on slugging along over and over and over. The Gamebryo engine, I believe that's the one they're using right now.
Yeah, I think that's what they called it.
But which is actually just an Unreal engine that's being heavily modified. But ironically, the same engine they were using in Oblivion, they were using in Skyrim, if you can believe that. They've just cleaned it up like fucking crazy.
You finally did something at least.
Yeah, it still barely works. I mean, backwards flying dragons or being on fire while swimming, take your pick.
I never experienced those, but I've heard about them. I mean, we've all had our own individual Bethesda Elder Scrolls glitches along the way.
Yeah.
Bethesda moments. Yeah.
Mickey, do you have any thoughts on this?
Honestly, I don't play that many games, and I probably haven't played any Bethesda games. But I don't know. Isn't there's Microsoft being a monopoly? I don't know. It's probably better though.
That is true as well. Like it's all under a massive umbrella now, and Microsoft does have a long history of.
Yeah, there's a risk that they're moving towards that for sure. Like ZeniMax
Could they
was
get
big
rid
to
of?
begin with.
Could they get rid of some of the smaller Bethesda franchises or games and just scrap them and say, nope, we're not going to do anything with that? Not profitable enough or something.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, what they could do is because they bought ZeniMax, which owned Bethesda, but also owned some other things. I think they could potentially take some of the other things that ZeniMax owned that they don't want to keep and then sell them off to somebody else.
Who then might give them like a fucking new lease of life.
Yeah, I don't know what else they own though, so I can't give any examples, but something like that could happen.
You know what I'd love? I'd love New Vegas 2, but that's never going to happen.
Yeah.
Just do the
I think that's what everybody wants out of this.
Or a remaster of Morrowind, or even Daggerfall. That'd be kind of interesting. Make Daggerfall.
Actually, I wouldn't mind the first two games, the first two Elder Scrolls, being redone in a engine that's more like what we're used to now.
Modders have been doing it, but they just can't compete with a whole studio sitting down and doing it.
Right. You don't have the same kind of level of resources at all.
Anyway, I could keep on talking about this, but let's listen to some horrible rap. Let's listen to some horrible rap from Belfast.
That sounds horrible, but let's do it.
The last Belfast rap was alright.
Damn swift on beat. He is Johnny, and he can't see me. Yeah. He's a motherfucking bitch.
Keep going, kid.
And I don't give a fuck. Fuck this world. All drink up.
Come on.
Good lad. Up
right, Johnny, go ahead.
That one take, Jake.
Oh my god! What is this thing here? He's like,
damn.
He's like elongate. Look at those arms. They're fucking creepy spider arms.
Like that anorexic
giraffe human.
Oh, he doesn't have the beard, but I can see it. This is what happens when Krendar loses the beard. He just turns into this.
Never shave.
Yeah.
I wish.
Please, God.
I wish I was that thin, or even halfway there.
Yeah, because at least it'll be fun putting the weight back on. You know, because by looks of it, he needs it.
Jamie makes a good point. Why did they upload this? Then again, we haven't heard this guy yet. Maybe this guy's better.
Yeah.
Probably not.
He's the star of the show. Believe me. It's going to be just amazing.
You can trust him. He has that nose, and that nose knows.
You can't see me? You ain't no fucking John Cena, bitch.
He started with John Cena. Oh, dear. I retract what I say. That nose is terrible. Now he's looking at me. He's looking at me creepily now.
He heard you.
Your nose is lovely, sir. Please, stop. I'm sorry.
Tell you what, wanna know something? The Rock will fucking kick your ass any day. That's why he invented boots the asses. See, as far as I'm concerned, I'm as fucking Irish as they come. I'm fucking a lucky bastard.
This guy doesn't even sound like he's trying to rap. He's just talking.
Yeah.
He's just having a chat.
I think that's an Armagh accent right there.
Just having a wee chin wag.
Says, you know what's got better luck than you? Fucking Mr. Crocker. Says, he can catch the fucking fairly old parents as much as he can. You can't even catch a fucking footlocker.
What's your reply?
I got the word footlocker.
Are they speaking English?
Yes, but it's bastardized so much with the northern accent. I just want to say something. Of all the accents on this island, the northern accent is so obnoxious to me. I just can't. I just can't. The accent is it's just so bad. Like it just it's just rumbling, low, whiny rumbling. Unless when they shout, then they sound like they can break glass. Fucking cats, fucking. That's what it sounds like. But like really drunk cats.
So, I may not be able to catch a footlocker, but you can catch a fucking cold.
Hey,
Johnny?
at least I'm healthy as fuck, bitch.
At least I'm healthy as fuck. Really? Eat a fucking sandwich and then maybe. Mickey, make him one of those kick-ass sandwiches you made.
I will.
Yeah, he needs it.
47
What's this
different
about kick-ass
ingredients.
sandwiches?
There'll be an apple pie in the middle.
Oh yeah, you didn't see that crowd there? He made a cooking video about a sandwich.
Oh.
It was a very heavily packed sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh. Was it better than Cobb's sandwiches?
Oh, Cobb's got nothing on me. I have more cooking and magic ability in my one.
What would you make in that sucker?
You know, I made a video a while ago with a ton of random crap, but I routinely do this, and people think I'm crazy. But you put a pie in the middle, mayonnaise, lettuce, different condiments, different cheeses, all different spices, cayenne pepper, olive oil, some cookies in there, some fish, some beef, some broccoli and some other stuff, mixed stuff in there. Part of a casserole.
Just your normal kind of thing.
Just get your whole fridge and your larder and just shove it all in between two slices of bread.
It's just the bread is holding in the buffet of crap just thrown in there. It's just to hold it all in one place and you
I think
chug
you
it
and
down.
Cobbs need to have a cook-off. This sounds
We
like
do.
Battle of the Titans here.
Cook off, have some beers, and then whatever happens after that.
Yeah.
Also, hey Lev, look who's in chat.
Who's in chat?
Somebody whose face is on the stream right now.
Skep, such an excellent guest tonight. I wish they'd let LEV and Crendar talk more. Like the stream. Skep, we're already an hour in. If you can, we'd appreciate if you got off your beautiful bottom and joined us here at Mount Beard Impus. Damn, that doesn't work. Olymp Beardus. Mount.
That kind of works.
Olympirdus. You have to say it fast.
If you say it, if you don't say it slow, it works.
Olympirdus.
Olympidders.
Olympiderp.
Of course, if you try to say it too fast, you might hurt your tongue.
Know what that means? I can fucking get it on all night long with any bitch in your girl all day.
Oh shit! He's talking about bitches. This guy's a player. This guy's a real player.
Ready?
You couldn't get it off with a fucking grandma, bitch. never made my fucking girl.
I thought this was a good rap battle, not two people just talking.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's not even bad. It's just they don't know what it's like if I tried to rap, which I can't rap. I can barely do limericks. There once was a man from Enos. You can kind of guess how the rest of that goes. But just I don't see the bad rap. I'm just seeing rap and really bad. Well,
I'm not even seeing that.
I'm seeing them
seeing two people,
rapping, but they don't know what they're doing. So they're.
I only got that from the first 10 seconds. Then after that, it's just two guys talking at each other.
Okay, well,
and throwing insults.
We got another minute, and we'll see. Can they swing it back? We'll see. Is it going to be like just fucking going to floor us with their fire spin abilities?
You're a ginger ass fuck. Need you in the world.
Never mind my fucking grandma or your grandma. Either way, fucking grandmas have more experience than you. Sis, you got a fucking kink hitch about this fucking size. And I tell you what, the fucking.
How would you know?
Yeah.
He knows a lot about grandmas.
How he knows.
And he knows a lot about his friend's dick too.
Chinese are going. Is that fucking it? is that all I'm fucking getting? Sis, I can barely make myself a fucking milkshake out of it. So the boys can't even fucking come to my door to see it. Go ahead.
Ready?
Size don't matter, bitch. It's how you fuck.
Oh god, he's not even denying it. No. He's lost.
He just conceded.
Without having the balls to go on.
Literally doesn't have the balls, apparently.
Evidently. Are you racist? I don't remember what this one is. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do.
Oh, hold on. Okay, I haven't seen this, but I can just see the name of the YouTube channel it comes from. I can already tell this is going to be preachy.
This is going. All right, so
from that video.
Whoa. Whoa. We all kind of froze there real quick.
Did not.
Well, that was weird. No, sorry, go on. Anyway.
No, that's good. Let's go.
Yeah, so oh, and I just saw Skep's message there. That's okay, man. We can reschedule. We are always looking for new faces or old faces. We're always
looking for faces.
Yes,
so we can eat them.
Yeah, we're quite
add them
ghoulish.
to our collection.
We're ghouls.
You calling Skep old? Huh? How dare you?
He's in the prime of his life and looking beautiful.
Just turned 70.
70 years young.
So about this video, so I was watching this on, I think it was actual Jake brought this up, and I want to see if you guys can figure out where it's going. And you're very right, vegan teacher is a very preachy person. So, yeah.
Look at this beautiful child. Beautiful eyes. Beautiful smile.
Dog ears.
Beautiful curly hair.
Yes, this artificially
beautiful
created
skin.
Object was created to
Look
be beautiful.
how adorable she is.
Yeah.
What do you think about the idea?
Ban cruelty, not words. Where do you think this is going?
Thought policing?
In many ways, you're correct. But,
because while ban cruelty, not words, sounds good on the face of it.
But not words. Can you think of some words right now that are banned?
There are no words that are banned, per se. But there are some many
not
words,
legally, anyway.
Yeah, there are words, even if maybe to a degree there should be more stricter use of it. But it's a given that there are certain words that you just don't say, and not because it's more of like a public opinion sort of thing. But they're not banned, so.
What are they? What are some of the words that you're never allowed to write?
Smegma.
You know.
Nothing. There's no such thing.
And how did we get this way in society? Is banning words a good idea?
Nope.
When does it end? If we say we can't say the N-word, but then people ban even saying the N-word, then the N-word becomes the X-N-word. The N-word that used to be...
No one's being banned.
Stop saying N-word.
Yeah.
Said it like 8 times.
Also, like, is she implying that the N-word is getting people banned? Because no, it's not. You can say, like, I'm saying it right now. You said it. This was premiere on the 2nd of March.
I have heard some people on YouTube yelling at other people for saying
not the
like,
word, but the N-word.
Not the word, but the actual phrase N-word. Like you can't even refer to it. Like some people are whining about that, but they're a small minority, and they're not YouTube itself doing that.
Yeah,
like nobody. Yeah,
the other N-word, and it never ends. It just goes on and on and on. What about other words?
I want the piggy.
The F word, the C word, the R word, the S word.
The S word?
I don't know what the S one is.
Wouldn't be
Isn't that
sex,
just
would
shit?
it? No, it could be.
No.
Wow.
Must be some slur that we're not thinking of right now.
Oh,
I think I know what it is.
Yeah.
I just remembered a certain 4-letter word that rhymes with pimp. That's what.
When does it end when we start banning language? Is it a good idea, really?
I actually took it to a slur in the back of my mind. I was like, "Oh, there's a word beginning with S that would be derogatory."
No, I think YouTube's algorithms and like chat bots have been banning people for saying the
word that I know.
The word that sounds like pimp but begins with an S.
I know Twitch in particular does that.
Yeah.
Why is that so bad though?
Or is it better?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because people use it as their favorite insult of the day on everybody all the time.
It was used so much that it's just been like it became toxic. That's like they just tried to sweep it under the rug.
To just reclaim
which doesn't work because they'll just find a new word to do it with.
Yeah.
Just not let them have any power.
Oh.
Does this girl seem to you like she might be natural?
Okay, I have to give it to your initial question. This is going possibly the opposite way that I thought it was going to go.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm cringing already.
Gorgeous, generous, exemplary, and radiant.
No one says
like she could be
exemplary
that to
besides a freaking teacher or something.
That's
Oh, you're
right.
exemplary.
Exemplary. Radiant AI, maybe. Oh no!
No.
Womp womp womp. Sorry, lady.
I didn't realize Shani was a vegan teacher.
Damn.
Let's speaking of Shani, who wants to go off food for about a week?
I was about to say you do not say the words. Speaking of Shani, who wants blank? The answer is just no.
I'm eating the galaxy, man. You're Ron.
You're Ron.
I'm eating the galaxy, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh baby.
Give me the fridge.
I'm telling you, they look the same.
You know.
Well, remember that time that Ben edited her face onto Billy's body and it like looked natural?
Mm.
Shani the fridge.
The finest of all masterpieces. With Shani the no. A sandwich and a Cheez-It theatrical version. Hi, Rev. I can see you, but look at all the lotions over their beds. Ugh.
Yeah, needs to keep her skin.
He's not
moist,
Rev, he's avocados.
Oat nut speaks for itself. Sandwich magic.
She's a witch.
That is a very sad-looking sandwich.
Yeah.
I mean, the ingredients.
Wouldn't you be sad too?
Yeah, but yeah, you can like she could be making a Monte Cristo and it would still look depressed the second it sees who's going to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Add some Cheez-Its because fucking
The family size.
you need the right snack for her. Even she looks depressed. Why are you doing this? Do you not want to be?
I'd be depressed if I was her. She's a horrible person.
The do. Oh, diet foam. Okay, that's okay because oh god. Oh, there's a bit of it on her fucking lip.
Flex. What? The hell was that?
Floats.
The hell was that?
I don't know. I am poor now. Well, I did see that thumbnail earlier that said Reb is broke.
Yeah, but what about her?
Oh, she's been broke for years. No more Booker. What the fuck is Booker?
It's a kind of cheese.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I mean, just look at Brett Keane. He's lost all that weight the second he lost his job. Am I right?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he's ever worked a day in his life.
What? Can you imagine what she might look like if she did end up losing a whole bunch of weight?
She'd have a lot of
like a whole different
skin.
person.
She'd still be a
yeah, because there's no way she'd be doing the exercise necessary to avoid the saggy skin, right?
No. Alternatively, she'd just do what a lot of poor people do. They just get fatter. Poor people. It used to be a time when being fat was a sign of wealth and status. Not anymore. Like poor people tend to put on weight a lot because food. The cheaper the food is, usually the unhealthier it is for you. So
yeah.
She's gonna have to eat something each and every
also,
day.
the cheapest food around is usually the most artificial and unnatural food, which the body can't
process in the same way.
Process properly.
Hence, that's what a food desert's all about. That's another thing that people talk about when they're talking about like how black people suffer more. Well, usually where they live has nowhere of getting like healthy food. It's just like processed crap and a lot of it, so people just pile it on, and well, shit happens.
You're not getting a job. Oh no! I think she puts that in there like some great tragedy.
Well, it can't, because no one likes you. Except for other pieces of shit, and even then they won't pay you.
I mean, Jenny, we all wish this, but we can't all have it, including us.
We're closer to living the dream than she ever has been. We occasionally
which is
get
terrifying.
Paid. I know, right? That's the bar. We're above Shani. Especially with Shani's fucking sub. Like, she still has tons of subs, doesn't she? Well, not really here, but even then, she's got.
Well, that doesn't mean anything on YouTube anyway.
It's true. She had as an OnlyFans.
Subs aren't money.
She had an OnlyFans. She was on Twitch. I think she's got other accounts.
Do you think there's anybody on OnlyFans who has videos that are just a bunch of like actual like floor room fans? Like they just took it literal. OnlyFans.
It took me a few seconds there. I was like, well, and it's just like this like.
I really hope somebody has done that. I want there to be an account that's nothing but those videos.
Burnt Toast is a OnlyFans now, and it's mostly food porn. As in, like,
I heard
just cooking food.
I heard people making a joke about that, but I didn't know that I don't know that there actually is one.
I don't know if there is either, but I saw the video, and it's just like pictures of like toast getting cooked in various ways.
Yeah. Naked toast.
Which does make me miss bread. I haven't had bread in a long while. Next week is Paddy's Day, and it's my diet-free day, and I should pick up a sandwich.
Oh, nice. Honestly, I wouldn't mind learning some of her recipes though. I don't think I've ever had like native style food. I'd be curious to see what kind of stuff they have. What it would be like,
Yeah, absolutely. Oh God, this is a shill.
Everything she does is a shill.
I know, but
of course it's a shill.
I gave her even that smidge. I gave her too much credit.
Yeah, what were you thinking?
I wasn't.
Clearly.
This is all she does all day. She just eats.
I like how she's got Rev just hanging out and reading a comic in the background.
Does that. He has nothing to do with his days. He's just sitting on the bed, just looking at his phone or reading something or sleeping.
He just wants to be there while she's filming,
I'm here too.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Oh, Cheez-Its. Hey, don't take our Lord Jesus' name in vain.
I like how she thinks she's being all artistic with this as well.
She does have better production values than mine, but that's because I'm lazy as fuck. So.
Amazing.
But
amazing.
Now we go from one lolcow to another.
Oh, I almost couldn't tell it was a different person for a second.
All righty. The little red sign says we are live, we are live, we are live. And it is so.
Ford, generally speaking.
Hello, Sorcerer Supreme.
Oh, God, look at those man titties.
Show enough, man.
I heard his kids were taken away again by the state.
Man, I'll tell you though, Karate Kyle really let himself go.
Karate Kyle was a long time ago.
Show enough.
Mm-hmm.
Not even getting good crisps. Fucking Lay's.
I mean, it's the only way he's going to get Lay's at all. Am I right?
Expose all the evil in America.
He needs something soft enough that he can gum it.
I think it was just the idea they wanted to get
no steak.
Trump out of there.
Or like
can't hear him. Can you turn him up a little bit?
Yeah, sure. No steak or no hot dogs cut up into little slices. Like Vienna sausages right out of the can. Like,
while they're there, you just can't see them in this camera angle.
So that he didn't get accused of it.
What's he eating there?
And then they're gonna lower the boom, man. They're just, I don't know what that means. I don't know what. Who is it?
Lower the boom, man.
Oh, Haagen-Dazs?
Darkness, and just have to. Pardon me. We're gonna have to deal with it until we can get back to normalcy.
Back there.
Yeah. You just burp like Booger from the nerds. Mm-hmm.
What happened?
I burped.
The type hit, dude. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
I don't think so.
Little Mike.
I don't think so.
I seen it.
Yeah. Sure. No, I'm pretty sure a woman's saying that.
What do you?
It's
Nope.
more ice cream.
Somebody's just put together a compilation of all the things that he's eating on stream.
He's very moist.
Garage, I think they talked about the 442.
Oh, yeah, he's got everything. There's nothing Jay Leno don't have pretty much. I mean, if he don't have it, he'll acquire it if he wants it. Let's put it that way.
Is that another sandwich? Oh, God. This is ASMR gone hard. This is the horror of ASMR.
There's something weirdly appropriate that you put this and Shanty back to back.
Oh, we still got one more after this.
Oh, fuck.
How can the ladies resist watching
gumming.
I know.
Jumping all over you.
He sounds like he's crying.
It sounds like somebody else is doing it over top of him.
It just looks like this compilation looks like he's eating all these things back to back, and the second he's done, he just starts doing something else. Is that Gusher?
Looks like.
The Dew. What's that? Mountain Dew.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gross.
Yeah. Thank God I'm on a diet.
Good for him. He has a hobby.
See that video just helps. That video is just a diet aid. It makes you not want to eat. Oh, good. This guy.
Yeah, Lucas. We learn from our mistakes, Lucas.
Lindsay, solidarity, think cab. No, that doesn't make sense. Let me try that again. I'm just going to leave the mistake.
At least he has a mask on.
Gen Z, solidarity, thin blue, and
for some reason. I said the mask that he wears in his own apartment when he's filming too, for some reason.
Cab you with me. I need a little honey.
There goes his fucking
the nose is sticking
nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nose is desperately trying to escape because it has to smell his
See,
breath.
it's funny for me. I don't know if the same thing happens with you, Lev, but you see these people where as they talk or move around, their mask slides down. But I don't know if the same thing happens to you, but with me, my beard makes it move up instead of down.
Yes, and your chin kind of shows off after a while.
Like, especially like if I look down at the ground, like my mask will go up to the point where it starts getting in front of my eyes.
Yes.
Dude, same. I have the same problem.
So I have to keep pulling it back down again.
Gen Z, solidarity. When I roll with me, you're against bigotry and greed. Pretty strange you wouldn't roll with a guy.
At least you pulled it up, back up.
Just to go down again.
Who's not greedy.
Immediately.
Oh, what? Oh, your 2 girlfriends. Drug dealer! Oh, that's a shame. Drug dealer! I'll get...
Drug dealer. So he's a narc on top of everything.
Evidence. I'm gonna go not be greedy. Well, you're being greedy? That's just not right. You're fucking me up.
Greedy, because women are things to be used and shared.
Yeah, I like how he's always on about, oh, you got 2 girlfriends. Why don't you give one of those girlfriends to me? Like,
give them.
does she not get a say in the matter?
Sign the
she
consent
get
form.
to decide if she wants you or not.
Just sign here, and initials here, and your free girlfriend will be shipped in 6 to 8 weeks.
Over.
Exactly.
That's not right.
What's on the ground there? It's like a bag of popcorn, is it?
I've been trying to figure that out too.
Right. That's not right.
Frozen peas, like.
You got 2 girlfriends.
He said he keeps having these girlfriend problems. Maybe he should buy himself a Russian bride.
Absolutely.
They still do that?
Yeah. Although it isn't just Russians, you can get them in all stripes. From
yeah, but that's like the infamous one, though, right?
Oh yeah, it's just a catch-all one. I think most of them would come out of the Philippines, so you got that.
And you're rolling around with all these women out there, Gen Z. How you doing it?
It's true. Gen Z does fuck, and Lucas doesn't.
Drug deals. You're a drug dealer. Just a minute. You're a drug dealer. Thin cab. No, see, I keep saying that. Thin blue. A cab. Thin cab. See what I mean? A portmanteau.
Okay.
How's a thin blue?
Thin blue. Oh, the thin blue line, I guess. Because you know that strip on the American flag that the ones that like support the cops to a disturbing degree will have. So I guess thin blue. But in this rant, he is going after the standard Gen Z for being a bunch of ageists and not sharing. He's going after cops, and he's going after drug dealers. I just think he doesn't like anyone at all.
Yeah, pretty much.
Man, too. Thin blue, A cab, you with me, Gen Z, solidarity, age phobia, classism, I see. Oh, you roll with the guy drop.
That sounded more like rap than those guys from Belfast.
It did. It almost turned into a rap.
And misogyny and homophobia, I see out of his bigot mouth. Dude, bro, that thing. Hook me up with some phone numbers of some stunners. I'm tired of your...
Even this guy's spitting more fire than those other kids were.
Greed. Gen Z, solidarity, you said you with me, I need my honey.
Yeah, there you go, see? You just need
he loves his labels, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And he also loves his sandwiches. He gets paid in sandwiches. Which, you know, that's something that Shani could do. She can get paid in sandwiches. King Rock.
I mean, I think, doesn't she get paid for eating sandwiches?
That's true, actually. Here, we need a little bit of a cleanser. So.
Ah, yes.
Octopus steals camera and wins underwater photography competition. This year's Ocean
I know Octopi are really smart, so I kind of wonder if this is a situation of was it hitting the take photo button by accident, or did it figure that out?
I think it was just an accident, but it's one of those really great accidents, like that grinning chimp. Remember the monkey that got its the rights to its own pictures. after a legal
although,
case.
have you ever seen the videos of like an octopus in a jar figuring out how to get out of the jar?
Yeah, I've seen them go through special made mazes and shit, and they figure that out. Also, apparently, a lot of octopus and not squid, no, just octopus. Or octopi, of course, because it's plural. Have been known to get out of their tanks completely. But it also shows kind of how stupid they are, because once they're out in the water, like, they're going to die, so back into the water they go.
Well, it's not that stupid if they actually do go back in.
Oh yeah, no,
they had to try.
Yeah, they knew.
They just wanted to show you they could do it. That's all.
Yeah, hell, you got that one that used to predict the World Cup in football, and it did a pretty good job of it too. Apparently, best to show.
Hey, the octopus really understand their football.
Ooh.
Nature's weird.
Nature is very weird. That's cool looking. Some sort of egg. There's a crocodile coming out. Croc-a-smile.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
yeah, there's some funky pictures in here.
5 baby seahorses. Oh, you burst out of your daddy's stomach.
Ah.
That is one goofy looking shark.
Hi guys.
I'm Sammy the shark.
I don't know what's going on here, but it's trippy.
Yeah, it's like some sort of coral, maybe.
There's some great photos in here.
Yeah.
I wish I had a camera that good.
Right?
Right?
Something tells me these aren't fucking GoPros, or if they are, they know how to edit that shit like crazy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I like that one. That'd be good as a blacklight.
That's little.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. These cameras these people are using are probably super expensive.
It's it's probably like $5,000 or something like that.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, there's some absolutely cool looking stuff. Oh, water doggo.
Oh, I want to eat it.
Aw.
I hear it's very gristly.
I'll handle that.
By the way, Kai would really, really, really like you to know that the correct plural was actually octopodes.
Octopodes. So, octopus is Greek, as in plural suffix Latin. Octopus are the correct. All right, fair enough, Kyle. I'll side on the realm of your knowledge for this. But if you're wrong, I'll never let you live it down. You'll have to deal with it.
That seems fair.
I will bring it up every time we talk. To the point where I won't even remember why I'm doing it. It's just going to be built into it. So, speaking of...
knowing us will happen next week.
Hell, next week I'm going to be post-Patrick's Day. I won't remember this happened. You know?
You won't remember anything in between, yeah.
Now, I don't... Oh, God. I guess we're not doing
I don't know what this
rap.
is.
We're not doing cringe rap.
Uh-oh. Octopalooza. I like that one, actually.
Octopalooza.
Can that be the official plural?
Now, we should be okay for copyright, seeing that it's them doing the video.
I guess now it's time. Stop remote learning.
No. Teachers rapping.
This isn't even rapping. This is just singing.
All right, sing. Well, teachers partaking in music is
anything other than teaching. It's weird. Stop.
I mean, he's not terrible. He's not terrible. I'm a little afraid of what this new guy's gonna do though.
He looks so sad, like he's being wrangled. He doesn't want to do this.
Yeah. You're teachers, not people. You can't
when the school day
You make
is
a valid
over,
point.
When the school day is over, they simply all turn off like robots. The janitor wheels them into the break room, and they just get slotted into these like Borg alcoves to wait until the next morning.
I feel it's time. Got those pictures.
Oh God, he has to look at his lights.
In the Offensian. Got the routines and notices from last turn still pinned up.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
That was good cinematography right there. She came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
The pure emotion. Got a memory of netball teams. Gotta leave it.
Gotta leave it all behind now.
Whatever we said, whatever we did, we've been through it. We just want you back for good. Want you back. Want you back. Want you back.
Back to school. Video.
Yeah. Also, that's a priest saying he wants the kids to come back. I'm just going to leave that there.
Yeah.
Let it hang in the air.
Why is there a priest in a video about a school anyway?
Because he's probably the chaplain of the school. It looks like a very posh.
Why does the school have a chaplain?
Because it's Britain and they're probably a very posh British people.
Gross.
Encourage you along. We had to be strong and we've done it. You'll be right.
Look at them trying to act like they're right back.
Want you back. Want you back. Want you back. So well.
Have to read notes. Come on. But memorize this.
Could you not have put the lines on a big board behind the camera?
Yeah, to the priest, stay in the fucking shot. Yeah. Like he doesn't have to keep leaving and then coming back.
I mean, it's don't criticize their artistic vision.
In the corner of my me, celebrated your glory, but that was not to be.
In the twist of separation, you excelled remotely, but now it's time.
He's really.
To be fair, I've seen much worse.
I've seen much worse too, and he's really enjoying it. I think everyone else it kind of like goes downhill, and he's like.
They're actually doing a pretty good job at keeping on rhythm for the most part.
I'm trying
as opposed to some that are like never on rhythm at all.
I'm actually also impressed that they just like wrote their own lyrics as well,
or at least the first guy on the left there and the lady are doing a pretty good job. The other two, maybe not as much.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do look like this is their job, though. That's really, like if you thought like principal, yeah, he kind of looks like a principal, like a elementary school or a primary school.
I think he's the principal, but he also teaches the music class.
It's possible, though, by the looks of it. I mean, there's fucking castles in the background. Something tells me this they can afford to get a music teacher.
Whatever we said, whatever.
I mean, it doesn't mean it's their castle.
Look, there's a
they own the castle.
There. It actually does look like it could be on the grounds. Like I said, this looks like it's called King's Rochester.
Whatever we did, we've been through it. We just want you back for good. Want you back. Want you back. Want you back for good. We encourage you along. We've had to be strong and we've done it. You'll be right and understood. Want you back. Want you back.
Really, he had to read that. I want you.
They need stronger accents.
What was it again? I want you black. No, that wasn't it. I want you. Like,
that
come
was
on,
the other
man,
lady
you're a
earlier.
teacher. You can't memorize this shit.
I'm actually thinking the accents from the cops that jumped the dudes. We need those accents singing.
Yeah, I give these for British people. I give their accents a 2 out of 10. It needs to be ticker.
Ticker. You said that ironically.
Ticker.
Yeah, I could understand them.
I said it that way on purpose. Needs to be a ticker accent in it.
So.
Oh.
Karens in the wild.
She's got an epic scream.
She was made for this. Her whole life lived up to the moment where someone filmed her. So this could be
her whole life was leading up to becoming an intro for somebody else's videos.
Yep.
She actually Thanos out of existence the second this went live for the first time. Her purpose fulfilled.
Her purpose fulfilled. Yeah.
Dream came true.
No, my God! He's the one causing trouble.
Get out of the building.
He's the one causing the trouble.
You're crazy.
The cops are coming.
You're a lot.
She's holding a lot of crap. Like
That's my kind of woman, right there, holding a bunch of junk.
yeah, she's a trash goblin.
Crazy bitch.
Right here in the front.
Look,
Sure
you can.
is.
Now, I don't know where this is. It's probably someplace hot, but those shorts can't be considered like uniform, can they? Because those are some shorty shorts right now. Like they are.
I can't really see them clearly. I thought she was wearing pants.
No, she's wearing pants. I'm talking about him.
Oh. There, yeah.
Yeah, he's
This is that you were saying it while he was out of frame, so I was confused.
really chicken legs too. They're not doing him any favor.
Not wait right here. Look behind you. Good trust me. I have signs up all over the building. I have the receipt to use service to anyone.
I'll wait and tell him you're the one's the problem, not me.
No,
he's the one.
Crazy.
Let's see. She's
What are they
got.
arguing about?
He's got a sign up, and she's not probably. I can refuse anyone. Like
Yeah, she's not doing whatever the sign says, but I don't understand what that is.
I don't think it's masks because neither of them are wearing masks.
Yeah, this looks like pre-COVID stuff.
It could be.
Crazy. No one spit on you.
Just report it. I'm gonna move you out. I have the option to move you out. I'm not an officer. I can physically move you if I want to.
You can't.
He looks like he actually lifts weights, so yeah, he can physically move you, tiny lady.
He lifts weights but skips leg day.
Yeah, he's Johnny Bravoing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you one more opportunity. You guys hear me?
This is crazy.
I'm not shoving you. I'm just gonna move you out of the building. You're touching my merchandise.
Stop shoving me!
Out of the building.
Stop shoving me! Stop shoving me!
Shoving you, carrying you.
Right here.
Technically, he's not shoving you; he's lifting you now.
Right.
So it's been.
He does definitely even lift.
Oh yeah, I'm looking if his T-shirt has something to go by.
I'm not shoving you.
Notice she dropped.
Wait right here. That's all I'm asking you to do is wait right here. That's it. You're not coming in.
I'm gonna call him and tell him you picked me up and you took me out.
I did.
Yeah,
asked him.
and I'm gonna tell him that.
I asked the officer already.
Good. No, you cannot touch me.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't.
How about I believe what the policeman told me instead of what Rando on the street told me?
Yeah, crazy. Like I would like to see her like talk to the cop, and then like the cop's like, no, I saw the footage. He was totally okay.
No, you're wrong, lady.
Yeah. And she'd say, no, you're wrong.
Stop.
No,
Yep.
You cannot go inside there.
It's a stop.
I've seen
You're not
people
coming
do
inside.
that.
Here he is, right here. Here's the officer.
Good.
Hey, Spencer.
Go ahead. Hey, Spencer.
Yeah,
His
I got
friend
her out
over
here.
here spit in my face.
I never
he
spit
did.
in your
Yes, he
face.
did. I have his
This
photo.
lady came in.
What is she standing as? Look, does she have to go to the toilet?
That's sassy.
That is just a weird. That's like the pose you do when you're like really drunk and you forget how your legs work.
She just started going crazy on this guy.
He picked
Came in
me
the
up.
gym, started cussing at all the
No, I did
receptionists.
not. That's wrong.
We asked her to move. She would not
I
leave.
did not
I
cuss.
called you.
I did not
All I did
cuss.
was pick her up by her body and I moved her outside. I did
He
not push
assaulted
her.
me.
I did not assault her.
He pushed me.
Do you have someone coming down here, dude?
Sure.
Yeah, I've got a guy coming over here. Thank
Good.
you. All right.
Hey,
was
John,
no push.
could you come down here too?
There's no one on the other end of that phone.
Who even would? Yeah, probably not. But who the hell even would John be anyway? Person there.
Yes. 145.
I'm gonna call my personal bodyguard to save me from the cop.
You
What?
don't know my dad, but my dad could beat up your dad any day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who do you call to save you from the cops?
Your
Super
lawyer?
cop?
Maybe.
I mean, later on,
I
yeah.
fucking dare you.
What are you doing? Oh.
What? Did she spit on that thing?
She did indeed.
Wow. Denisha.
Fucking bitch.
Yeah, come at me. Why
Fucking try me.
Why did you get out here?
I fucking was nice to you.
No,
Ever since I fucking came into here,
girl.
you were a fucking bitch.
Yeah, because it's 3 o'clock in the fucking morning and
Yeah, she has. She's well past the point of giving a shit.
Yeah. I would have eaten that though if she gave it to me for free.
Yeah, you'd have been like, well,
Just gonna
joke's
throw it
on
out.
you, I got free pizza dough.
Bonus topping.
Open and she'll
Do
fucking
we look open to you?
Some of these videos seem to like skip the context a little bit.
I think like
you know?
they might not be filmed. Like the context might not be filmed. They might just be started
Yeah.
up.
That might have been what happened too. Yeah.
A lot of times there's drama, and then we're like, "Oh crap, it's really getting like entertaining now. I'm gonna start filming."
Did I ever
But you
tell
don't
you?
hear like the context.
Did I ever
You don't know the drama is going to happen before the setup happens. So yeah.
Yeah, like no one really knows when the shit's gonna go down. When it does, you know, you can't always be at the ready with your phone. Did I ever tell you the time when I was in Chicago and we were in the subway, really packed, and a world star hip hop moment broke out? Like it starts this real really fat MAGA dude started yelling at one of a bunch of young black kids. They're like 15, 16.
No.
And they all took out their phones and started to be like, world star, very racist man. You know, like, and he's like, you're all terrible. The president will get rid of you. You know, we're going to kick you out of the country. And I was just there like, I would have taken my phone up too to join in, but I was really standing out already in my giant hat and my huge robe. Like the last thing I wanted him to do was turn on me.
Didn't want to pull that much attention, aggro. Yeah.
But I watched in Other Sounds, and it was a magical experience.
But by the way, while we're still on this screen, I just want to say I really like that top left T-shirt there.
Not today, Karen. Oh,
no,
left.
Not
left.
today.
The other left.
I need to speak to the manager.
And it has the name tag. It says Karen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
Oh, Karen. I'm surprised that vegan teacher didn't say one of the words was Karen. That, what else is going to be bad?
Yeah, that's true. It is funny listening to Karens get butthurt about being called Karens, isn't it? We've got any Steve-O today.
We do, but we have these to get through first, and then
God,
we get to our Steve-O.
My Irish accent is terrible.
It is. Perhaps in time you will learn to appreciate it more. You just listen to me. And,
I appreciate it from other people. I just can't mimic it.
If it feels like neighbourhood policing has vanished, it's not around you. We haven't seen a police while I've been here, and I've been here for a little while now. People are frantic and worried. That's why
you can literally hear them.
young people don't turn up.
I want the person holding the camera to just point over this guy's shoulder.
I don't think that's going to happen, but you can always dream. There's this channel. It's called Harmon, and he does all these.
Let him finish the entire rant and then just calmly point over at the cop.
There are ones like this, the Curb Your ones that are exactly that. Not exactly that, but it's like the same theme of it. Curb Your Flat Earth.
Yeah, I believe the Earth is flat. I don't believe.
He looks like someone that Armored Skeptic went after.
That would believe the Earth is flat?
Yeah, that he believes the world is flat.
That we landed on a moon. Mankind has only been up to.
Pink Floyd does not support this man.
How dare he wear a Pink Floyd shirt? That bastard.
1,000 miles above the Earth's surface.
Well, on NASA though, can I read something? I found this really interesting comment in my little research on YouTube. Okay. To imply that the Earth is flat, you aren't just saying that NASA is lying. You aren't just saying there's a conspiracy within a single company. You're implying there's a conspiracy involving the world's 71 space agencies, 13 of which have launching capabilities. Not only are you saying all 71 of those agencies are lying about the shape of the Earth, but every single person in them is lying or being fooled by their respective companies. Furthermore, every single astrophysicist in the world is, by your implication, a scam artist getting paid to do research through telescopes and instruments that would be useless if the world were flat. So roughly 75,000 people are lying about what they do for a living. Not only is it absurd to even imply that NASA program that under the United States government could possibly pull off this sort of conspiracy, but the fact that all 71 space agencies around the world are also taking part in some conspiracy, and every astronomer and astrophysicist and astronaut is also part of the same. It just seems that so many different people are involved in this major conspiracy.
Yeah, all the
Wow, when you say it like that, it's really stupid, isn't it?
Actually, no. The vibe I got off of that was like, yeah, that is what I'm saying.
I do love like if you look at his eyes early on here, he has this sort of like
Yeah, but also this whole thing, like that when people are accusing all these people of having like a conspiracy to hide and lie to everybody about it, like what would they get out of doing? Why would they want to?
Big globe.
They're gonna get paid to do research no matter what shape the planet is.
The globe manufacturers.
Government control or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they tie it into the Illuminati and the Bilderbergs and shit like that.
Yeah, or it's like that people who are like, oh, COVID's a lie. The government's just trying to control us. It's like, control us to do what? Destroy the economy?
Make us liberal. We're going to all be Democrats and we're all going to be lazy, not working, relying on the government, blah, blah, blah. Grab your bootstraps and...
The government's just super interested in going...
feet within 5 years, mark my word.
The government's just super interested
I wouldn't
in
mind
going,
that, honestly.
ha, made you wear a mask, sucker.
Up to 40, I saw someone say that up to 47% of Trump voters say that they will not get the vaccine when offered. My response to that is, great. It's going to free up. It's going
by then.
It's going to free up a lot of resources that they're wasting, and it'll give job to much needed grave diggers.
Yeah,
that means everybody who wants the vaccine can get theirs faster.
Absolutely. It's basically a death cult. Curve your manager.
So the family says.
Here's
we
the
just
last
give
one.
them their own state though, like give them like Mississippi or something, and just all the Trump people can live there and run themselves into the ground.
Mississippi's too pretty for them. Give them the shittiest of the southern states that are like predominantly like racist.
Give them Kansas or something. I don't know. Somewhere nobody goes. Just be like, Trump can rule you, and you can have your pure libertarian, whatever the hell you want. We'll see how that
Kansas is more like Trumpopolis.
As they were trying to translate for their mom to ask for a raise because their mom doesn't speak English fluently. What unfolded in that video next has sparked outrage online.
You don't see what comes before this.
I'm just trying to translate for my mom, and you're kicking me out.
But you can tell it's a conversation quickly turning sour.
It's rare when the Karen is also the manager.
At the City Creek Core Life Eatery Thursday afternoon.
Get the hell out of my restaurant right now. Get the hell out of my restaurant right.
I rule with an iron fist.
Yeah. Get out.
Omar Fuentes says he started recording after he and his sister tried to translate for their mom to ask her manager about a raise they say she was told she'd get several months ago.
She needed help, and that's why we were there.
She didn't even let me finish asking the question. By the time she was already yelling at me and telling me to get out, and that I shouldn't be telling her what to pay her employees, and that if my mom has a problem with the pay, that she's the problem.
It's fucking sending Morse code.
Yeah, she's blinking, help me.
And she's the one that should leave and stuff like that.
Omar says he stepped in to ask the manager for corporate's number. When you see the manager fire back, speaking partly in Spanish.
You no más trabajo here. Your Nino, your Nina, no bueno. They want to come in my restaurant, cause mucho drama. You no más.
What the? I just wanted to get your...
Get them out of here. Now.
So what we're saying is that manager understood the employee the entire time.
And she was
just pretending not to.
Yeah.
Her fires Connie Fuentes Aguera, calls security, and trespasses the family from Core Life. The next day, after hundreds of thousands of views on social media,
She never told me why she was kicking us out.
We will not tolerate this type of behavior and have taken swift action.
Core Life apologized, said they've fired the manager, and reached out to the Fuentes family to give Connie her job back.
With a raise?
It's completely unacceptable. We don't like to see anybody treated that way.
Get the hell out of my
Oh, even better.
Yeah,
Bring the mother back to the company and make her the manager.
Yeah. That'd be fucking awesome. Right, it's time for Sir Steve-O. Before we continue, though, if you are enjoying the stream, remember to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already done so.
Yeah.
And if possible, don't forget to check out our links down below, where you will find Krendar doing Krendar stuff, Mickey doing Mickey stuff.
Don't do it.
The always talking Skeptical Jesus, who won't shut the
And
fuck up.
omnipresent.
Yep, he's just always there.
Bastard.
And don't forget to check out the Discord. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter. And even better, don't forget to help us reach our goal. We're only 20 away. Getting to the second Bearded Boozathon.
Just 20 more dollar dues.
Indeed.
Just $20 more dollars.
$20. Dollar. Right, so
Mike.
Here is our latest friend. He teaches.
Here's my boy.
Yeah. I think this is the one we already watched, though.
Didn't we? Yeah, I think we did this one last week.
So let's go through his stuff.
What else do you got?
Ooh. Here's the one where he responds to Piers Morgan. He does the voices.
Oh.
See, the thing with Piers Morgan is he's a big, steaming pile of shite. The worst fat, steaming pile of shite I've ever seen in my life. Do you ever see them piles of shite that's in the grass that goes grey and hairs start growing on them? Well, that's what he is. One of them. A big, dirty pile of hairy shite curled up in a ball, and he's no better than that, and he can't get
Well, you dirty bastard, I'm out here. Good luck. Good luck to the lassie. And you too, you bitch.
Run away. Run away. Fuck you. Run away.
Fuck
That's what you
ITV.
do. You see, that's what he does. That's what he does. He runs away because he's a big, steaming pile of shite. And good luck to him. I hope he never comes back. Goodbye, Piers. Have a good day, you dirty, smelly bastard.
Yeah, dirty, smelly bastard.
He timed that out quite well, actually.
Telling Kathleen she's fat. Oh, dear.
Kathleen, do you know what I was thinking quite a while ago?
What?
Do you know when women kind of let themselves go a bit?
No, what do you mean?
How do I say this?
Like party a lot?
No, how do I say this? How do I say this gently? You're getting fat!
That wasn't gentle at all.
Well, not fat, but hefty. You're getting hefty amongst the thighs.
This is the least gentle conversation we've ever had.
Well, now we had the discussion before you stopped doing work around the land. And so what are you going to do when you're eating stuff in your mouth with cakes?
Because I was in the hospital.
I'm watching the soaps. Well, I went ahead and took the liberty of getting you a little something.
Am I supposed to thank you for this?
You're meant to. Do you see them?
Yeah.
And do you see what that says?
Fat burner.
Fat burning. I mean fat burner. And they'll burn the fat right off your fat hole.
You just take them?
You just take them and go into the gym and you'll be like a mad cunt then. Because you'll have the inertia. And they're not legally, they're criminal. They're criminal.
Are they illegal?
No, they're legal, but they're for the criminals.
He's offering her speed. That's endearment, that is.
Well, I'm not a criminal.
What a nice man.
See, they're called criminal because the fat fairies will come at night and they'll steal the fat from your hole.
The fat fairies. God, they are so late coming. I have to do the job myself. Unless, of course, I'm not.
Just steal the fat from your hole.
I wish I didn't have to take them. I wish you could just love me.
Oh,
Michael.
Aww.
I love you. But you're fat.
Oh, their relationship is rocky, but they're honest with each other.
Is she supposed to be his girlfriend?
I think they're like wife or something. It depends on like the character he's playing. Sometimes I think he's like meant to be like a daughter. She's a daughter, other times wife, sister, or whatever. We can watch one more, or we can move on to our sweet boy.
Let's go to the sweet boy. We don't need to burn up the Steve-O archives too fast.
Yeah, we have to start watching some of his farmer ones. He's got a few other characters he plays.
Sure.
So yeah, let's just go to Buff Corell, because we can't end an episode without Buff Corell.
He's just a dancing man.
He's flamboyant, Kathleen. He's flamboyant.
Oh, we got more Megan the Stallion.
Oh yeah, so we do. Do you want to watch that?
Cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, he's doing a jig.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Buff Corelli, baby. Back in up at Delgin. Then we back once again to our friend, your boy Buff Corelli, Buff Ruru on the 2s and 3s and 5s and 9s.
I feel like
and 8s.
he murdered someone at some point.
We're gonna count it out.
He was in the military, so possibly. Oh, I'm sorry.
And that's why
he was a hero defending his country.
And count it down and count it right on out. Anyway,
all those people that are constantly invading America.
I just pictured Buff in like a Nam flashback, and he's just like blowing up buildings and shit like that.
Do a joint. This is my first time doing Megan the Stallion. The joint's called Body, so we're gonna freak it on the ones and twos. Your boy, but
the Stallion.
Not just the, but the.
2 E's.
I love how she doesn't understand how genders work. It's not very bright.
He's a dancer. Right that there.
And if the beat drops, you know Little Jew made it. Yada 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 yada. Body yada 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 yada. Body crazy, curvy waist, big little waist. Body crazy, curvy waist, big little waist. Yeah.
Oh, we have a technical problem with him. What's going on?
Look at how my body that ate it up and gave it back. Yeah, you look good, but they still want to know we're making that. Sauce it like a barbecue, but you won't get your baby back. See me in the dress and he felt like he must taste it that. No, eat it up. Fuck it, okay, 3, 2, 1. You know I'm the hottest, you ain't even gotta heat me up. Crazy when I'm acid, tweaking when I'm not fit. All these is scared cat, I'm called Care Bass. Ow.
He's belting it today.
I'm amazed he didn't run out of breath during all that.
Body yada 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 yada. Body yada 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 yada. Body crazy curvy waist, little waist. Body crazy curvy waist, little waist. Body yada yada. Yeah. I'm a hot ebony. They gon' forget if it's me. All my vision through the quarantine. Everywhere, you can tell I'm everywhere.
He's forgetting the words.
He is. Oh no, this is they can't all be winners. They can't all be winners. And he's
this
doing
guy needs
his
a
best.
teleprompter too.
Yeah, he needs to have a little piece of paper.
If I took a trip on that real creep tip, rule number 1 is don't repeat that shit. Rule number 2, if they all came with you, better know exactly what the F they came to do. Ow, body yada 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 yada. Body yada 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 yada.
He needs to like.
I mean, I can't blame him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he normally can handle this shit. But like I said, like
I mean, this is an especially fast-paced, never-stopping song, though.
Body crazy, curvy waist, big little waist. Body crazy, curvy waist, big little waist. Body yada 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 yada. The category's body. Look at the way he's sitting. The ratio's so out of control. They ever knew. If I was him, I would tell myself.
He actually passes out partway through.
I was actually thinking that at the end of it, he just gets the whole thing and then he just collapses, and that's the end of the video.
Why is this video half an hour long?
To me home, get me lost, ain't with the panties on. I could be good house with all the brick I got. Spend a lifetime be trying to get this high. And if I head too big, I can make that pop. If the nuts play with, like to touch me now. Ow, body yada 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 yada. Body yada 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 yada. Body crazy curvy waist, big little waist. Body crazy curvy waist, big little waist. Body yada 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 yada.
God.
there.
That's right.
Well, he had more energy than I've ever had, and
Absolutely.
I'm known for my high energy.
Yeah, you were up
That's what they
against
call you.
Usain Bolt a few years ago.
I would have beaten his record too if it wasn't for those meddling kids and that dog.
Yeah.
The damn dog and his frozen dinners.
All those drug charges.
Yeah, well, that's I was the guy. I'm gonna be honest. I was the guy that Lucas was yelling at. All right.
Ah.
What can
you
I
and your
say?
two girlfriends.
I just love my two girlfriends and dealing drugs. You want drugs? I got drugs. I mean, where do you think Sir Steve-O got his stuff from? See, I can tie it all together. I can tie it it's an expanded Tommy Westfall.
The expanded BR universe.
We're all actually living inside a snow globe.
That explains the earthquakes all the time.
Yeah, so it was fun. I'm glad you eventually showed up, Mickey. And Skep, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool, Skep.
Screw you, Skep. You abandoned us. How dare you?
Aw.
Skep thinks he's too good for us with his tweets and his hair. Well, I'm sorry.
Would the real Jesus have abandoned low energy videos? I don't think so.
No.
He would have showed up with his wine and his fish or whatever the hell and been like, hey, let's have a party.
And I'd been like, yeah.
Yeah, wine and fish party. Let's go.
But it would have been one hell of a wasted Wednesday. Wasted Wednesday, special guest, actual Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Right
Jesus _actual.
Follow his Instagram. I don't know why. I just love the idea of Jesus having an Instagram. It would probably just be full of like pictures of him on top of a mountaintop, sticking his arms out towards the sun.
That Jesus did love his T-pose.
He did. Loved it a little bit too much. Unless, of course, the Muslims were right. Then he was switched out at the last moment. But then the guy who died was the real hero. So,
absolutely.
Krendiar, what will you be doing after this?
Well, tonight I will be doing a one-off stream where I'm going to try out that game, Ancestors: The Human Odyssey.
Ape game.
The one about playing as monkeys.
I approve because
monkey evolution game. I mean, propaganda. But yeah, no, I hear a lot of people having mixed opinions on that game, so I'm gonna check it out for myself.
Okay. All I know about that game is that the creators are up their own arses about it and don't like any.
That's true as well. Thankfully, I didn't pay anything for the game, so.
Well, there you go. Wait, was it on Epic?
I got it in the Humble Bundle thingy.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
The Humble Monthly subscription thing. So I was like, yeah, all right.
Skeptical Jesus, of course, has been shilling himself all night, so we don't need to ask him. Micky Richards, what about you?
Yeah.
Anything you want to?
Yeah, well, tonight I'm probably gonna masturbate, and it might feel good.
Might.
And I might do it twice.
Might.
That's OnlyFans.com/Micky Richards,
blood,
everybody.
But, usually there's not blood, and it feels good.
You know,
man, let's not even get started about the wanker scabs.
Yeah, they hurt.
Wanker scabs.
Copes can tell you how to deal with that, though.
You need tactical soap and lots of it. We actually looked at the website for the tactical soap. Mickey, were you there for that episode?
I don't remember.
Of
course, I don't remember yesterday.
They have names like Rambo and Conan. Like the most overly
and other try hard ass names, yeah.
Fleming, as in James Bond. But yeah,
it's quite sad, really.
As for me, I won't be doing it over the weekend, but come Monday we'll be back to Terratus to continue on the epic quest to make Mommy Kairos happy in Tyranny. And then on Wednesday, we have a very special St. Patrick's Day where I can't go out to the pub and I'll want to die as a result. Because it's the most unnatural thing. Suicide rate.
It's the least St. Patrick's Day, St. Patty's Day ever.
Actually, I've got an idea. I'm going to get myself some... I'm going to make myself first a really nice steak. That's the first thing I'm going to do.
That's a good plan already.
I'm going to get myself some onions and some garlic to caramelize and just... get it in there until it's medium, not quite there, not quite not. And then I'm gonna get myself probably some potatoes, some baby potatoes, in with that as well.
Diddly potatoes.
Don't stop!
And then I'm gonna make up a sauce. I don't know what of yet. I'm gonna brain sauce, and I'm gonna drench it along the side, but not overly drench. It's gonna swim in it. It's gonna enjoy itself for its own flavor. But then when I actually sit down here to stream, what I am gonna do is I am going to go and I'm going to play Crusader Kings 3 as the Irish, and we are going to get absolutely sloshed as I try to play a strategy game about an Irish. I'm going to pick the county I'm in now as my county, and we're just going to try to take over as much of Ireland, perhaps even invade the British for a change, and see how quickly I'll get slaughtered. It'll be fun.
Ooh.
I'm gonna
take over my ancestors' county. That'd be fun.
What county was that?
I think it was Cork or something, Southern Ireland.
Well, yeah, that's I think that's the largest county. It's in the south there. Actually, it was so big they divided it a few years back into West Cork and regular Cork. But yeah, it's a lovely part of the country. Mel Monkey's dad is from Cork, I think. Anyway, that's my plan for Wednesday. And then on Friday, we have Dirt, who's making a return. And is it Kino?
Kilo,
my bad.
I don't know why you keep saying Kino.
Yeah, that's someone else entirely.
That's somebody else entirely and the opposite gender.
Well, we're getting them on anyway. And that should be a good laugh. Also, Dirt is going to be my guest for something you did with me there, Mickey. 3 drinks minimum. So we got
cool. He looks like a big drinker. So
I have gotten pissed with him before. He knows how to knock them back. But he said he wants to not get too plastered. But I'm the one who gets drunk. I can drink for the both of us. But he still, he says that now. But I can twist him. I can change him. I can convert him.
Cool.
So yeah.
Because I've watched like The Morning Wood, and it's like 9 or 10 a.m. and he's like trash, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Impressive.
I like his Spore video. I tried to copy it, and that was an absolute disaster. My tolerance was not what it once was. Oh God, I almost got sick all over the screen. Jesus. But that's what I get. Shot every time you die. I don't think that's a good idea. I died a lot. Anyway, enough procrastinating. I want to get up because my ass is falling asleep, and I should actually join it. So I want to say, want to thank everyone who popped in, and anyone who pops in the future. If you liked what you saw here, like, share, and subscribe. Check the links down below in the description for our Discord. Follow me on Twitter. And if you want to help out in a more financial way, we have our goal. It's getting close to the end now, so fingers crossed. So that's it.
Almost there.
I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I hope you also remember at the end of the day, you could be the worst piece of shit in the world, but at least you're not Piers Morgan.
That's true.
So, there you go. Keep that in mind.
That makes me feel better about my life already.